facilities. They have a lot of production facilities that we're destroying. They'll also help train local police forces in the areas that we're discussing right now, in particular in and around Gaza, working with the new transitional authority in Gaza. All parties will agree on a timeline for Israeli forces to withdraw in phases. They'll be withdrawing in phases. No more shooting, hopefully. As progress is made toward achieving these goals, Arab and Muslim nations need to be allowed the chance to fulfill these commitments of dealing with Hamas. They have to deal with them because they were the one group that we have not dealt with. I haven't dealt with them. But the Arab countries have been
Francier's always been welcome.
To be dealing with Hamas, and I believe they've already been there. I think they probably have an understanding. They haven't maybe mentioned that. But
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
As far as they've gone. If they're unable to do so, then
You
Israel
don't
would
have to be a witch to find the
absolute right,
magic
and
in this
actually our
world.
full
But it does
backing,
help.
U.S. full backing. Marco's here. A lot of our leaders are here. Our great Vice President, Susie Rice, Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner. They've been so involved in this process. I don't think anybody else could have done it or even come close. But it's we're right there. We're right there first time.
I've made my share of mistakes, but I am fighting every day to make amends.
If you're a scholar, you would say thousands of years.
30 seconds before you attack. Get
I have
ready.
my full backing to finish the job of destroying
I can see the hate in your eyes,
of
Lord.
Hamas.
But I am not
hope
the
that
enemy here.
We're going to have
That's
a
what
deal
Magneto
for
says,
peace.
but I ain't convinced.
And, if
Fair.
Hamas
My
rejects the
history
deal,
with
which is
mutant
always
kind
possible,
hasn't
then
exactly
everyone
been
else- everyone
perfect
else
in
has
any
accepted it.
timeline.
But,
Almost
I have
erased
a
The battle
feeling
starts
that
in
is not a
5,
positive
4,
answer. But
3,
if not, as you
2,
know, maybe you'd have more
1.
full
To be
backing
a witch.
to do
All
what
you need to
you
do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Everyone understands that the
before
ultimate
I was
result must be
created.
the elimination of any danger posed in the region. And the danger is those
I think I found the other source.
tyranny era has to end.
I feel
This is
better
the-
already.
Something that we're looking for. This is eternity. This is forever. To ensure the success of the
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
the board of truth.
Mission area is yours.
The cosmos heals you.
We have to make sure this works.
I was worried.
The leaders of the Arab world, Israel, and everybody involved asked me to do this, so we had it done. Extra work to do, but it's so important that I'm willing to do it.
I like the cold.
Leaders from the countries all, and leaders that are very
There's still so much to
distinguished
do.
leaders. And we'll have a board, and one of the people that wants to be on the board is
This
the
time
UK
I
former
need
Prime
healing.
Minister Tony Blair, good man, very good man,
I am
and
finished.
some others. And they'll be
That
named
beacon's
after
finally
Tony
been
Blair.
scrapped.
Quantum
What
match.
to do, working everybody.
The cosmic might return.
I like the cold.
We are in this together.
I guess they can use a soft touch. It'll be easy to do.
This is real firepower! Later, amplifier. That's my girl, Jeannie. Sneak up on her.
Other
There's
terrorist
still so much
actions
to
will
do.
Play no role in the board.
Hello, please.
Gaza at all.
Berserker!
Your team's capture progress is past the halfway point. Control C.
Leaders have been killed and
Quantum magic.
killed.
I was worried.
We can never forget October 7th.
No time I
You are nothing.
Now it's time to get our hostages back in the South.
needed a little
That's
food.
something that's really great and very important. In our meeting today, Prime Minister
You've captured more than half of the
Netanyahu
mission area.
opposition
Keep going.
to a Palestinian state. He continuously mentions October 7th.
I'm doing this my way. The cosmos heals.
Control lost!
His position on many things, but what he's doing today is so good for Israel. I noticed that my name might correct me for what I used to do, I don't know, but they do like it. They say two things. Please get the hostage.
Nice deep freeze!
They've had it.
Pure cosmic energy. The cosmos heals.
They've almost got it!
Born again! This is real firepower!
But they're really, I think they're very tired of what's
I have
going
risen.
on for so many decades. They've been presidents and prime ministers for years, and during this time, having to do with the Middle East, all they're doing is talking about the same thing over and over. They want to see it get bad, and nobody wants that more than me, or I believe Bibi too. But the people of Israel,
I was born to change
they want the
humanity for the
hostages
better.
back.
That time has
Includes
come.
the probably 32 bodies that we're talking about, 20 people that are living, 32 or so people that are dead, and they want
30
to have
seconds
peace.
before you attack.
So
Get
let us
ready!
not forget how we got here. Hamas was elected by the Palestinian people. Israel
sorry.
withdrew from
I should
Gaza
never have
thinking
left.
they would
You're back
live in
now.
peace. Remember that
That's
a long
all that
time
matters,
ago they
darling.
withdrew. They said, you
The
take
things
it.
I've done.
This is our
We've all done
contribution.
bad
to
things,
peace. But that
Jeannie.
didn't work out.
Now's our chance to
That
make
didn't
up
work
for
out.
it.
It was the opposite of peace.
The battle starts in
Pulled
5,
away. They
four,
let them have it.
3,
And I
2,
never forgot that
1.
because I said, this doesn't sound like
All
a
you need to
good
do
thing
is
me."
capture the mission area.
As
Got
a real
it?
estate person, I mean, they gave up the ocean.
Even my cosmic
Right?
might may not
Well,
be
they
enough
gave
to
up the
save
ocean.
this
They said,
universe.
Who would do this deal? And it still didn't work out. They were very generous, actually. And they gave up the most magnificent piece of land in the Middle East, and they said they only wanted to realize that peace. And
God of Thunder!
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Cosmic might return. I'm good to go. We're in this together.
you'd be up to them, and you wouldn't even realize you were nothing out of hospital or school or mosque. Terrible things. Terrible way to have to fight. No fight is good, but that's a real bad one. So there are many Palestinians who wish to live in peace.
Capture the mission area!
Palestinians to take responsibility
and they will not escape.
Better already.
responsibility for the rest
A nice deep
of
freeze.
them and prohibit terrorism and
Quantum
move
magic.
away.
I'm good to go. Stronger together.
If the Palestinian Authority does not complete the reforms that I laid out, my vision for peace in 2020, they'll have only themselves to blame. We're giving them an amazing
Destiny
footprint, and they have
awaits.
amazing support from the leaders of the Arab world and the Muslim world. It's great leaders. These are great leaders. Leaders that are great countries.
This time I need healing.
What the future holds for the
Cosmos heals here.
You are nothing!
getting all of our hostages
I
back,
feel better already.
getting everything.
Justice, pure and simple.
Hard to believe when you even say it.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Durable Israeli security and Palestinian
I like the cold.
Israeli security is going to be involved. We're going to help them
Quantum magic.
Point blank!
They shouldn't have to be within a few days. They shouldn't have to be. Maybe for eternity. I hope it's true. I can
I
tell
am
you the
born
leadership
anew.
of that region feels that there's a good chance of it being true. So this will lead to
Control lost.
this agreement that we're talking about will lead to a sustainable, long-term
Quantum magic.
peace.
Thanks for the boost.
No president in history has been a greater
This time
friend of
I
the state of Israel. Abraham Accords. I like to say it that way because the real people, that's what they call Abraham.
They've almost got you.
Destiny
But it's so
awaits.
much nicer when you say Abraham.
I
So
am
much more
Phoenix.
But the Abraham Accords are amazing.
Behold the god of thunder!
The cosmos hero here. Born again!
It's the grand finale.
Packing them. And who knows, maybe even Iran can get in there. I hope, we hope we're going to be able to get along with Iran.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
But they could be a member. I long ago said, I bet you at some point Iran would be a member of the Accords, and immediately I realized it was going to take this turn. That was some turn we did with the B-2s. But I think they might very well be there. Economically, I recognize the eternal capital of Israel. I opened the American embassy in Jerusalem. That was something that everyone said would never be done, could never be done. Virtually every president for many, many years, for decades, would campaign on
You'll need a top-notch team to
making
win this
Jerusalem
one.
the capital of Israel. They campaigned on it over and over. Is that right, Steve? Is that right? Everyone, and when they got to it, and I understand why now, because it was so. When I got to office, I campaigned on it too. I said, "I'm gonna make it," and then I'd get calls.
I will
from the
bring
leaders
peace to
of
this
various
universe,
countries
no
saying,
matter the
"Please
cost."
don't do it. Please don't do it. We'll end the whole world. Please don't do it. And finally, I just didn't say anything, and I did it. People were calling me before I did it because they heard I was going to do it. And leaders of countries were calling me. I think it was on a Thursday that I did it.
I tend to
They
lost
called me Monday,
souls.
Tuesday,
A
Wednesday,
shepherd tends to
3 or 4
his
times
flock.
a day, and I said, "Tell them I'll call them back on Saturday." And I announced it on Thursday.
I feel
Called them
stronger
back,
than
biggest
ever.
people in the world, and they
30
said,
seconds before you attack.
"You've done
Get
it." I
ready.
said, "Done what?" "You've made the capital."
I'd like to run a few
Israel,
tests on you when this is all
Jerusalem,
over,
and
James.
we wanted to take
I've been
that.
poked and
Oh,
prodded enough for 10
shoot,
lifetimes.
maybe
I'll pass.
I've done something.
Are you sure?
So that
What
was a lot
Hydra
easier than
implanted something inside of
getting
you?
me to an
Wouldn't be the first time. I've been
Because I
here
knew they
before.
were
I'll do
calling
it
me.
again.
And you know what? It
On
turned
my
out
own
to be
terms.
amazing.
The battle starts in
Everybody thought it was
5,
going to lead to
4,
the end
3,
of the world, right? The
2,
end of the world, right?
1.
That's what they said.
Ready to capture the available area and extract
It's
some
just like
goodies?
something that I
Let's
promised, and it's
go!
something that was
Even
very-
my cosmic
very
might
popular.
may not be enough to save this universe.
And a lot of other people too.
Troublesome resistance, please. Feeling fantastic.
These things are even more heavy than I am. Cosmic might return.
Great job! You're loading up on resources! You've got competition! Clear the enemies to extract more resources!
They're introducing me to something in the television. So, I don't know the speech. I actually like this.
Uh-oh! The other team is extracting those resources!
Quantum magic. Actually, more of a speech from my heart. Maybe better in certain ways because it was from the heart. It has to be from the heart, otherwise you're in big trouble. So
There's still so much to do.
for that very corrupt United Nations relief and
Again! The cosmos heals you.
horrible Iran nuclear deal that was imposed upon
I require slaves.
Hussein Obama.
Octopus down.
Chin up.
My cosmic might returns.
There's nothing about it now. We obliterated Iran's nuclear and missile.
Heads up! The other team is ready to rumble!
But I've never asked Israel
Looks
to
like resources are running out. Get ready to find another available area!
They belong to
Coming from behind. Second chance is over.
They're halfway to victory. Don't let them get more resources.
the people of the Middle East want. People are enemies of Israel.
Want your magic.
All gone. The next available area. Uh-oh. The other team is extracting those
History
resources.
has shown us that those who have relations with Israel have thrived, while those who have devoted resources and attention toward the destruction and even annihilation of Israel have languished. They haven't done well. Israel is not going anywhere. They're going to coexist with other people and countries in the region, from Syria to Lebanon to Saudi Arabia.
The cosmos healed you.
Not good. They're getting closer to victory. I am finished. I am ready to put on a show.
Born again!
Armed
And dangerous! Again!
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
The four countries are running in the same spirit, I'm pleased to report that earlier today we took another important step toward greater understanding of the region. A short time ago, we had a historic phone call in the Oval Office with Prime Minister Tani, who's really a great person. So we had a great talk, and Bibi was talking. Prime Minister of Qatar was. They really had a heart-to-heart conversation. It was a great conversation, I thought. It was productive. It was everything that you need.
You'll
to
need a
have
top-notch
something
team
turn
to
out
win
be
this one.
Successful, and I want to thank Bibi, and I want to thank the Prime Minister. It was fantastic. We agreed to launch a formal trilateral mechanism between Israel, Qatar, and the United States to begin a dialogue to enhance mutual security, correct misperceptions, and
The
avoid
higher the
future
pressure,
misgivings. And I
the more
want to
dazzling the
thank
diamond.
Qatar, its leadership. The Emir is a fantastic person. I think I'm going to be his public relations man because I know him
Money
perfectly
can't
well.
buy happiness, but I can afford everything else. The
And
higher
his
the
people
pressure,
really
the more...
acknowledge the critical role
I
that
10
30
to
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
tends to his flock.
Again, we're not quite finished. We have to get Hamas.
We find ourselves caught in
So
a
now
battle
it's time
between two
for Hamas to
dudes with no
accept
way
the
of
terms
truly
of the
knowing
plan that we
which one of them
put
is
forward today. And
We
again,
would be better off
this
making a
is a
deal
different
with
Hamas than
Mephisto.
we're dealing with
May
because
have done that one.
it's over 20,000 have been killed. The leadership has been killed 3 times over. So you're really dealing with
battle
different
starts in
people.
5,
We've been dealing
4,
with it over the last
3,
4
2,
years, 5 years.
1.
Everyone has done their
All
part.
you need to
in
do is
bringing
capture the
table
mission
in
area.
good faith.
Got it?
Arab and Muslim partners are fully
Something
prepared to step up and fulfill
calling to
their
the darkness
commitment
within me.
to the people of Gaza.
what?
The entire region will have to step up and
Now
do a
the
lot.
part where you thank me.
Healing power.
I was
Everyone
fine,
wants to
but thank
see
you.
everybody wants to see end to violence and destruction. United and
Healing power.
As good as a shield. How nice. You made me do this. You are safe now, my friend.
Double KO.
Relationships with everyone
Lord
else.
Medicine, our mission has led us to this
Chairman
spot.
of the board, doing meetings with some very smart people that will be working over there to make sure that we have
Healing
just
power.
been wasting time with an agreement that doesn't get done. The task of building peace will not be easy. There's so many
That's the last witch hunt they'll ever do.
so many centuries. Too many to try.
I am bound for life.
And these are powerful.
Help get that vehicle to its
including Israel. I want to thank Prime Minister Netanyahu for his partnership. I want to thank all of the leaders, the kings and
Nothing
the
is
emirs
colder
and the
than
presidents
frost.
and prime ministers, people I mentioned. And they've been absolutely fantastic to work with, and it's happened very quickly. It's happened from
I am ready to put on a show.
we went to the United Nations.
I am at your service.
Wild creatures of
You're not waiting. Keep going.
I don't have any problem
Cosmos healed. You are safe now, my friend.
Somebody's
Us against the world.
strengthens for battle.
You are not alone. Cosmic might return. Quantum magic.
Double KO.
And second, I want to thank you for your friendship and for your leadership.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
From Jerusalem to Tehran, from the Golan Heights to Gaza. You've proven time and again that so many times.
I require some aid. Feel my power.
Vehicle reached the checkpoint.
While
Keep
you
up the
focus
momentum.
at home on making America great again, your leadership is all
I wish I could say I'll miss you. I feel better already.
ending wars and advancing peace. I believe that today we're taking the
Born
critical steps
again!
towards ending the war in Gaza
Quantum magic.
and setting the
That's
stage
better.
for dramatically advancing peace and
Second chance is over.
I support your plan to end the war in Gaza, which achieves our warnings. And will bring back
Don't let anything stand in your way.
all our hostages. Dismantle Hamas political rule and ensure that Gaza
I feel better already.
Has been removed from play.
even now that
I unleash the Vishanti's power.
without the souls and sacrifice
Let's
of
get
our
a show now and be
incredibly
done with this.
soldiers. They fight like lions
So close.
to defend the
This is
people
your
of
big
Israel,
chance.
and they serve on the front line. President,
We are in this together.
when our two countries stand shoulder to shoulder,
You got them all.
we achieve the impossible.
Next time I might let someone else.
Just a few months ago, in Operation Rising Lion, Operation Midnight Camp, we struck a decisive blow against Iran's nuclear and ballistic missiles. Your bold decision to send those B-2s made the region safer and the world safer. Now, under your leadership, we're taking the next step to win the war and expand the peace. Your plan is consistent with the 5 principles my government set for the end of the war and the day after Hamas. Everybody asks, what is your plan the day after Hamas? Here's our plan. Pass it in the cabinet. All our hostages, both those who are alive and those who died, all of them will return home immediately. Hamas will be disarmed. Gaza will be demilitarized. Israel will retain security responsibility, including a security perimeter for the foreseeable future. And lastly, Gaza will have a peaceful civilian administration that is run neither by Hamas nor by the Palestinian Authority. If Hamas agrees to your plan, Mr. President, the first step will be a modest withdrawal followed by the release of all our hostages within 72 hours.
Controversial influencer Andrew Tate will face no criminal charges over allegations made by multiple women who are suing him in a UK.
Welcome back to a series so genius, even Sherlock Holmes subscribed. In today's video, Hassan is going after Ethan, calling him a massive narcissist, saying he's making the war in Gaza about himself. He's trying to pretend he didn't care about the content nuke video, despite making a 9-hour reaction video to it. He's calling Ethan evil for deplatforming creators like Froggen. He's now getting mad at his apolitical friends for not supporting him in his political battles. He's once again acting like the main character, saying that he's 1v25ing right-wingers. Destiny has responded, pointing out the insane hypocrisy. Hassan has been exposed for dog whistling. He's singing the song engraved on the Charlie Kirk shooter's bullet to start his stream as some sort of sick way to mock his death. He's making fun of vets now. Hassan's uncle, Chunky Yogurt, is calling out Ethan for hallucinating anti-Semitism. Deranged Hassan fans are saying that Ethan is pro-genocide and the brainwashing is on full display. Subscribe or you'll become the adopted son of Hassan and Destiny. You're cooked. Jellywig, I subscribed to Pegasus and watched 5 videos. What do I do next?
We'll be coming in 3 seconds. Stay strong.
Now let's begin with Hassan going after Ethan again. Basically, Ethan is back on TikTok trying to fix his reputation after Hassan has been non-stop lying about him. So Ethan tries to apologize for some things he said, and Hassan responds,
I want to apologize for things that I genuinely got wrong. For example,
The battle starts in 5,
planning to go to
4,
Israel in
3,
June with my
2,
parents, and I'm actually
1.
really excited to go there. I want to show you guys how beautiful a multicultural experience is. It's a beautiful place. It is. It's one of the most diverse places I've ever been.
looking back, I definitely feel ashamed for the way I spoke about Israel with such levity at the time that the genocide was happening.
That's cool. That's a good first step, I think. If only that was the only reason why people were like, hey man, I think you might be defending Israel a little too hard, you know? Calling its prominent critics of Muslim background terrorists.
Some fresh criticism from Hassan, who is an outright supporter of terrorism, quite literally. He is a champion for terrorism and a supporter of terrorism.
Okay, how do I break it down to you, Hassan? That was literally facts. What Ethan said there was a factual statement. You support terrorists and terrorism. It is documented on numerous, multiple occasions. In fact, you double down.
I believe what the Houthis are doing is a good thing. Hang down. We think the Houthis, Allah is doing what Luffy would do. Allah is doing
You like them or not? I don't know. But they are a terrorist organization.
Even now, Antifa was designated a terrorist organ. You immediately the day after.
后面有人都不会管的，是不是啊？
Singing that song, which we'll get to, which is used by Antifa later in the video as well. I don't know how you're just constantly lying about this when it's literally recorded. Also, Ethan can do whatever he wants, obviously, but I feel like you're never going to convince these people that you're actually like a good person, because no matter how long you've actually been on their side or supported the same policies as them, they're never going to accept you because it's too late now. You've been branded as the enemy by Hassan and the Goon Squad here, and basically now you will be hunted till the end of the for it, and nothing you ever do will basically donate your entire net worth to Palestine now, and they will still lie about you. Spit on you. So I would just give it up, alright? Because they are not arguing in good faith here. These people shoot the people they disagree with, and they justify all this violence. They obviously
干他妈的，到现在都没打死他，到底在干嘛？
content nude video that Ethan made about him, and he tries to pretend he doesn't care about it despite the 9-hour reaction he made about it. You know, every 1 minute he would pause for an entire hour over just so his audience would forget all the points that Ethan made, and he tried to like gaslight them basically.
Part of the reason why I didn't, take too much offense over the context nuke that Ethan Klein put together at the time that he thought was going to be the end of my career, how foolish, how stupid, was because he's not a believer in anything, really. Well, I guess maybe the state of Israel and the Zionist project. But outside of that, he's not a believer in anything beyond, I guess, whatever suits his fancy, whatever hurts his narcissistic feelings. So narcissistic that he could make an ongoing site all about himself and his own personal feelings.
Oh my god, he did not just say that. 9,000, so narcissistic that he made a genocide about himself. Sounds familiar, I don't know, Hassan, who could have possibly done that? Any criticism he sees, like he watches every single one of my videos, any of the criticism I give towards him, he takes it and he channels it towards everybody else and he just dishes it out that way. Not knowing or maybe fully knowing that it definitely applies to him as well. Also, I love the way he describes Ethan. Ethan is not a believer in anything, right? He doesn't care about his family, he doesn't care about his podcast or anything like that. He's not a believer in anything except Israel and the Zionist project. What the hell, dude? What the hell? He's like the worst supporter of Israel I've ever seen. Dude, right in that TikTok there, he's literally apologizing for ever speaking positively about Israel, and even that's not it. Apparently, no matter what he says, it's just never enough for these people. Dude, at this point, I feel like Ethan could convert and literally become, maybe Hassan Piper's personal streaming assistant. He could become the CEO of Twitch. He could turn into Dan Clancy and allow him to get away with everything, and it still wouldn't be enough. I feel like the only thing Ethan could do is literally go to Gaza, join the Hamas terrorists, and then Hassan would be like, okay, now we're talking. Now he's kind of base, guys. Now I kind of agree with him. Also, why does he talk like a villain in a movie? Like, oh, Ethan thought this content nuke would end my career. How foolish.
How foolish.
How stupid. He literally talks like a comic book supervillain, dude. It's actually crazy. Like, this guy is. Then he says that he didn't care about the content nuke because he knew that people would see the truth.
Having said that, the reason why I didn't give it too much was because time will pass, and I knew that eventually people would recognize right from wrong. More and more people would start recognizing exactly what was taking place. And when they did, I fear that they would look back at that compilation, perhaps with very different eyes. Very, very different eyes. The context nuke is shamefully copyrighted with the intent to sue every single one of his detractors that watched it. He would have sued you two had you not reacted to just a part for it for over 10 hours. Yeah.
Okay, again, we're just lying. He was obviously never going to sue Hassan based on this copyright thing because he explicitly gave permission to Hassan to actually watch it. Hassan's chat, lying, misrepresenting as usual. Half the time, they just say completely false bullshit, and Hassan just completely goes along with it because he can't be out. He just loves whatever bullshit they're spewing, right? Also, I don't know what kind of fantasy world he's living in where somehow now everybody sees that Hassan was in the right all along. No, people still watch the content nuke and come to the same conclusion. In fact, Hassan is hated more than ever right now because, he's just a piece of shit and he continues to be a piece of shit. Nobody's looking at it with different eyes. Nobody's opinion has changed. You're still a disgusting freak who wants your political enemies dead. I mean, we can only hope that Hassan can actually wake up one day and realize that he's actually completely full of shit. And then realize that he's selling them a lie, like you're so fucking broke, you don't have your free healthcare or whatever the hell he promised, you're not getting any extra rights, you're not getting an extra $1 million in your paycheck just because you donated your last $5 to Hassan. He's not like a lottery ticket. You need to stop doing that shit. Then he says that Ethan is irrelevant.
Watch you for the news for so long, you successfully gaslit me into thinking this guy even matters at all. I mean, he's utterly irrelevant in the grand scheme of things, but the harm that he committed to critics of Israel is serious. I mean, he got numerous people deplatformed, numerous people banned for 30 days over a Sabra hummus joke, dude.
Dude, just imagine you're a Hassan viewer. I know, it's painful. It's very painful. Just imagine for a second you're a Hassan viewer and you watch this video and you're like, oh my god, wow, Ethan is actually so evil. He's deplatforming pro-Palestine creators for a joke. So bad. Now, let me tell you the reality of what happened. A bunch of Hassan orbiters or like terrorist lasers made a racial terrorist ranking system basically from Arab to Jew, right? Literally explicitly racist. So much so that Twitch actually had to step in and shut down. go, well guys, this is a little too far. You know, you can't be anti-Semitic.
I am ready to put on a show.
You can't explicitly make a care list about it. That's a bit too far, right? So it's just crazy how much this guy lies and just misrepresents every single situation ever, and basically just rewrites history one step at a time. Moving on to my son getting angry at his fellow streamers. Basically what went down is that he was asking his apolitical friends to actually jump into politics, fight in political battles, talk about Trump and stuff, and then he claims that they were like too scared or something, and he was the only remaining lone main character here who had to take on the right-wingers 1v25. I don't know who these 25 people are, but apparently if Hassan says it, it has to be true. Hassan talks about how he asked streamers behind closed doors to fight back against Trump, but ultimately they were too scared, leading to an environment where he had to take on the right-wing ecosystem by himself. Actually delusional.
For the first 9 months of this administration, every single person in our immediate vicinity and the state was terrified of saying something because they were fearful of the repercussions. This created an environment where only right-wing voices were heard. That's why I was out here 1v25ing motherfuckers, and anyone that spoke out at that time would be pushed aside, would be fought back against, would be stopped, would get harassed endlessly. So it created an asymmetry for the political people now looking in. It created this false sense of security and a false sense of popularity for right-wing ideals and right-wing values. I tried behind closed doors to talk to people, to say, look, you guys have to say something. I know you don't agree with this shit. You have to say something. They didn't because they were worried. I don't fault those people for being feared. The expectation from me was never going to be for those people to in the fucking crosshairs and the line of fire. But we are here now. Find that courage. You're watching, you're commentator, you're an artist. Find that courage in you now because we do have the numbers.
Hassan, for the last time, you're not the main character, dude. Not everybody is gonna be jumping into the political fire like you do. Apolitical people obviously want to avoid politics because it's very divisive for a mainstream audience. Like if you're a gamer or if you're in any other field, you're like a cooking streamer or whatever the heck, they're not gonna want to jump into Hassan's politics. And obviously if you're with Hassan, he'll want you to support terrorism as well. He'll bring on people on a stream and then show them like terrorist propaganda videos. Obviously they want to keep themselves clear from that, right? So much so that you have to move away from the sponsors at any event. So much so that Trash Taste had to ditch you, Ludwig had to ditch you, and that's why basically all of your friends have to, you know, hang out with you as less as humanly possible. So basically Hassan asked his fucking random like gaming streamer friends or FaZe friends, oh, can you talk about politics right now? What's your opinion on Trump right now? Oh, you can't? Oh, I guess you're just scared, buddy. Like, what a fucking loser, dude. No wonder nobody likes you. You try to insert politics into everything. Also, this guy legit just said only right-wing voices were heard, all the left-wingers were silent. You're on Twitch, dude. Like, I mean, how fucking delusional. Not even your own side is believing this shit, bro. It's like Twitch is filled with complete radical left ideology, but apparently only right-wingers were heard. I mean, I feel like both right-wingers and left-wingers, basically anyone who's not a complete extremist